New Year's resolutions for you guys.
Ooh, to top last year.
Yeah.
We had a crazy 2011. Crazy. From our mother's basement to working in legendary studios with legendary
I think we
people.
told that story.
It's like next year needs to keep going. We need to double that, you know.
I personally don't have any resolutions, but I agree with them, of course. But like he said, like last year, we quit our jobs, wanted to do this music thing, had no like opportunities at all because our band just crumbled. It was just us three left. Quit our jobs and said we're gonna do this with nothing. I'm in his mother's basement. We're just making music, trying to figure it out. Put out a song. That song like gets all the love on YouTube in like 3 days, like 100,000 views and stuff like that. And that's how we're here now and getting with Republic and doing great things, and working with Dave and stuff off of just like faith and just like going in 100%. So that's what it was really like that. And that to top that is the resolution. That's what he said.
Who do you guys hope makes the Super Bowl?
The Redskins.
Patriots. I wanted to be Patriots versus Seahawks. I want the Seahawks to lose to the Patriots just because what they did to the Redskins. Not to what they did to the Redskins, but what they did to RG3. And Shanahan need to talk to himself and figure out what the hell he doing letting RG3 still play. Because he's a player.
Take care of the kid, man.
You can't like, I'm never gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you're in, you're playing, you've got a cold, Michael Jordan played with a fever and stuff like that, he could do that.
That's one thing.
He could do that.
RG3 was
But he was limping, getting the first down. He got a first down limping.
That made no sense, man. That's the thing about DC, man. You'll notice they never make sense. they could get Michael Jordan. They won't make any sense. What happened when they got Michael Jordan? They didn't make any sense.
What the hell was Michael Jordan doing on the Wizards in the first place?
That's what we do. Look, hopefully we can make sense of ourselves. You know, being from that area, hopefully we don't make those mistakes.
I don't make sense. I'm a diehard Patriots fan. I love Redskins too. That's what DC is. DC is my black ass. All right.
What's the first concert you guys went to?
Oh man, I saw Chuck Berry. So and that he you know that he is rock and roll, and he basically that's what John Lennon said. And John Lennon, that's like his biggest influence. So for me to see my biggest influence was the greatest thing I've ever, you know, I was like 10 years old, I saw Chuck Berry. So.
Yeah, my first stuff was like local stuff. And I saw like people doing covers of like soul stuff and a Haitian band was doing zouk music. That was the first stuff I ever, and it was great. Just seeing live music, I was like probably like 10, 11 too. So that was great.
No, to be honest, I remember going to like the theater, like the Kennedy Center and all that stuff, but I think my first music like artist show, it might have been some Nickelodeon thing with like my younger cousins in California. I think we went to, it had to have been like NSYNC and Britney Spears and like now that I think about it, I think I remember being on the lawn.
He was over there
and then
screaming for Justin Timberlake. Yeah, he was tatted
Son,
up.
I can't remember, but I think that was the first.
Did he have the
show
cornrows
Yeah,
or
the
the
cornrows.
bush?
No, this was
He had
like
the cornrows or the bush?
before everything. It must have been Nickelodeon. I don't know.
True.
Go, first record you bought.
First record I ever bought? You know what's funny? The first record I remember buying this is completely random. There's a group that blew up from our area, kind of. They're from Maryland, Jimmy's Chicken Shack, and I bought their album. And I don't know. This is kind of cool because they're from our area. Yeah, just like a pop rock album. It's exactly what we're doing, kind of.
There's a movie came out a long time ago. It's called OG, Original Gangsters. The soundtrack to that movie was the first record I ever bought. I think I was like 10. I just was like, yo, I saw the movie. It was like one of the second or third rated R movies I saw. So I was like, I went in the store. I was like, let me get this record. My mom said, fine. Bought the joint. My mom had no problem with me listening to things with swears or doing violent video games and stuff like that because I was in the house all the damn time. So she was watching me, so it didn't matter. But like, Original Gangsters was the first album I bought.
I think System of a Down's Steal This Album was the first album I actually paid for.
You actually paid for it, yeah.
Paid for.
That's the first one I can remember.
Dog, that was like
paying
5
First
years
album
ago.
you heard is
or
different
something.
than the first album you bought.
I remember
for.
that.
That's as far back as the memory goes. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I remember when that came out. By the way, this is a crazy time we live in, man. You know, like buying music. I to be honest with you, almost don't.
Come clean.
Yeah, I don't believe in it. Kind of like I feel like it's free. It's something you could just share so easily. Like I would be. I don't know where I would be if I couldn't download all of this New Orleans funk from way back in the day. You know?
To influence the music that you make.
Exactly. Like,
to have the people
so
who want to
grateful
support
for
the
it.
music, buy the music anyways, to have them come to your shows. So it's like sharing the music is always number one.
Share
you know,
music,
right? It's like-
absolutely.
Because it's the same. This is basically what YouTube is. You go to YouTube, you watch something, or you just download something and you
Yeah.
listen to it in your car. You know, it's
and then once you love it, you buying stuff. You going to the shows like Tame Impala's album that just came out. Matt, Tame Impala show. You're supposed to help us out to get in there.
9:30 Club.
9:30 Club,
It's,
February.
it's sold out. Man. Help us out.
Anyways, Tame Impala came out with an album, and I love the album. Like, just as much as I love the Kendrick Lamar's album too.
Amazing,
It's
yeah.
like those albums, even though I listen to them for free and stuff like that, still buy the album, still
Go see them.
Go see them live
Yeah.
because you love the album.
Speaking of which, what is your favorite album out right now?
Kendrick Lamar and Tame Impala.
Straight up. Yeah.
Of last year, flat out the two best
Two
albums.
completely different styles,
Two different styles.
but exactly the same thing. 5 stars, classics.
Two classic
Modern
albums,
classics.
modern
You
classics.
couldn't ask for more.
And we love being able to appreciate new music because we usually never like anything.
Yeah, man.
So it's like, wow, thank you. Thank you, Tame Impala and Kendrick Lamar, for making
Yeah.
music we like.
Go check them out if you haven't heard them. I mean,
For real. Yep.
That's it.
True.
that's it.
we did it.
Thanks. Slouching all the time.
And it's gonna be dope because when he edited it up, y'all, there's so much